Today, BRR Media speaks with Clive Cachia. He's a special counsel in the corporate and transactional team at K&L Gates here in Sydney. Welcome to BRR Media, Clive.
Great, thanks David. Good to be with you.
Clive, the Productivity Commission is currently evaluating the barriers to mineral and resource exploration investment in Australia. It released an issues paper in December which in particular focuses on the impact of unnecessary regulatory burdens. What issues have been raised?
Well, the issues paper has identified a number of general types of regulatory burdens which may be potentially contributing factors to explaining Australia's declining share of international resource investment. Those factors include, firstly, the coverage and complexity of the approvals process for exploration licences. That coverage and complexity has really resulted from incremental responses by Commonwealth, state and territory governments in response to issues as they arise rather than as part of a coordinated or overall plan, and that leads to concerns that it results in overlap and duplication at best, and also competing policy objectives at worst. Also, the delays involved in obtaining exploration licences. There's a reference to one industry working group report that it's up to 12 months to even obtain limited rights to explore, and also the costs involved in preparing submissions to get those exploration licences, anything from land access and usage requirements, environmental issues and heritage restrictions.
Well, Clive, there are a number of issues there. Which of those do you think deserves the most attention?
Well, I think the complexity issue is a real one. There's a concern, I think a real one, that amongst the industry that the regulatory burden, especially with regard to environmental concerns, is more appropriately focused on the production side as opposed to what is currently now on the exploration side, which is less invasive and more scale, and also the delays which may reduce the commercial viability of exploration projects, lowering investor returns and limiting the availability of future cash flows to fund future exploration.
And what other issues are also being canvassed in the review?
Yep, a number of other issues, including the skill shortage, particularly in WA and Queensland, the adequacy of geoscientific information so that explorers know where to explore around Australia, access to infrastructure, the different occupational health and safety regimes, and also with regards to junior explorers in particular, the access to capital.
Just finally, Clive, of course the review is currently underway. What can stakeholders do in order to get involved in the review process? Well,
stakeholders can make submissions before the 15th of March of this year. We would obviously be happy to explain the finer points of the issues paper and related issues and help with submissions should they care to make some.
Clive, thank you.
Thank you, David.